Welcome back to Frac Crew. It's Frac Daddy Barbecue. And on today's video, we're going to be doing a homemade pulled pork barbecue pizza in the Ooni Pizza Oven. So guys, let's get this video started because it's going to be new for all of us. Alright guys, so we're over here, we're going to be making our homemade pizza dough. Now, when you order or when you get this pizza oven from Ooni, you get links to their app that they have and all kinds of other great useful tips. Now, what's been a trouble for me is converting it from grams over to the American standard because by all means, I'm not used to doing grams. So with our little help of Alexa, we have figured out what all we need to do. So we got my yeast blooming, and we're gonna come over here with our 00 Neapolitan style flour, and we're gonna be mixing it up in the bowl. So here we have 6 ounces of lukewarm water. We added our yeast, we added some honey because yeast loves honey, so it can sit there and feed off of it. Now we're going to put this aside and we're going to start making our dough. So here we are, we got our mixing bowl, and we are going to measure out a little over 2.5 cups of flour because I believe it called for, what was it, 22 ounces? Or no, yeah, 22 ounces of flour. Okay, so to our flour we have, I've just got some really good fresh sea salt. We're going to add just a little bit of sea salt to your liking. Not that much, just sprinkle it in there. Then what we're going to do is, we're going to take our 6 ounces of our yeast. We're going to pour this in here. Now to finish it off, we're going to add 7 more ounces of water. There's our water. Now to add some oil to this, we're going to use an Italian style olive oil. Just add a splash. And let's get to mixing. Alrighty, let's just give her a mix. Let everything come together. Now, the recipe that I'm going to be using is, I'm actually, for the hydration for this pizza dough, is at 60%. So when you download this app from Ooni, it will show you what your hydration levels for your different kind of pizzas are. So what we're going to do, we're going to put some flour on our countertop because now we have to start kneading this pizza for 10 minutes. Alright y'all, so I've been sitting here kneading for about 5 minutes and I've had to add some flour to my hands because this is very tacky, and this is, like I said, at the 5-minute mark, and this is how you want your pizza dough to start looking. So got another 5 minutes to go. You get a great workout kneading pizza dough or any kind of dough, and then once it's done, after 10 minutes, we'll show you what it's going to look like. Alrighty, so now that we have our dough ball right there, we're going to take some of our olive oil. We're going to put it here in our bowl so it will not stick while it rises. I'm going to do my best to kind of form it into a little ball. We'll coat our dough ball. That way it does not stick to your cooking bowl or your mixing bowl. And then we will just place this aside in the microwave with a towel on it for about 4 to 4.5 hours. Alright, so we have been resting our pizza dough for about 4 hours. So as y'all can see, it was poofy quite a bit, but I took the towel off and it just kind of fell. Alright, so we're at 795 grams. So we're going to divvy this up into 4 balls, and we'll show you how we do that. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put them back on a baking sheet, and then we're going to let them proof for a couple more hours. Alrighty guys, so our dough balls have been resting for exactly 1 hour. Now as you can see, they have proofed and they have gotten a lot bigger. Now let's go outside and let's get this Ooni Pizza set up, and we'll show you the charcoal we're going to use. Okay guys, so we have our charcoal basket full of some of this awesome premium lump charcoal from the fine people over at Harder Charcoal. So our pizza oven is coming up to temperature. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to throw a split chunk of pecan wood over here in our charcoal basket. We're going to be looking for temperatures over 550 degrees. This thing can get up to 900 degrees, so the hotter it gets, the better that pizza's going to be. Alrighty, so what we're going to do now is we're going to attempt to finally make our dough into a pizza form. So I want to give a big shout out to my boy Red from Red's Barbecue and Pizzeria, also a former Marine in the United States Marine Corps. Thank you for your service, sir. And he's also been helping me through my pizza making challenges that I've had, many questions I've asked him, and he's always been helpful. So guys, please go check him out. We'll leave a link in our description box for him. So let's get to making this. Alright, so what we're going to do first, start out with, we're just going to put some flour on our pizza pill. Second off, what Red said to do was take your dough with some flour and dip it in your flour so that way you can work your pizza dough. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to start pushing this out, and it has these air bubbles or air pockets in here, so we're just going to start working this out until we get to the size of dough that we like. Alright, so now that we got somewhat of a circular out of this, we have some pulled pork that we used in one of our last pulled pork videos, and we used some of Uncle Steve's sweet and spicier. Now what I have here is I have my homemade, we call this, what would you call it, our sweet heat barbecue?
Yeah, it's sweet, but it also has
it does pack a kick. So we're gonna put a base of barbecue sauce on here. Alright, so there's that. We're going to come in, like I said, with our pulled pork. Here we're just going to take some plain old HEB mozzarella. Beautiful red onions will just complement this pizza very well. Give my boy Mikey Fahey a big shout out. Thank you, brother, for giving me these sweet heat jalapenos. We're going to add these to our pizza. I tried some of these at his house one day, and I tell you what, these jalapenos are just killer. Alright, now this is going to be the final product. We're going to take it outside, we're going to put it in our oven, and hopefully it comes out good. Alright, as you can see, we are probably...
we can kind of see.
At 752 degrees. So we're going to take this door off. Now be careful, it's screaming hot. Now what we're going to add next is the attachment for the pizzas. Right up front, we're looking close to 700 degrees. Like I said, this thing is scorching hot. And all the way to the back by the fire, we're close to 900. So I say this is good pizza oven temperature. Okay, so every about 10 to 15 seconds, you want to take this pizza out and just rotate it so you don't burn it. Now let's take a look.
Wow, that quick.
Yeah, it is pretty quick, isn't it? I tell you what, it's starting to rise up pretty good.
Yeah, it is. The shaking of it's making the toppings all wonky.
Right?
You were beautiful at one time.
I guess that's what happens when you pile up the toppings like this beautiful pizza we have, or had. All right, so here we are looking probably less than a minute, and we're gonna put it back in just for a little bit more so we can get the cheese nice and melted and bubbly.
Your circles turn into little ears.
Oh yeah.
Looks like an owl.
Yeah, but he looks edible.
Yeah, an edible owl. Ow!
See.
Camera girl problems.
Okay, so the last step we're gonna do is we're gonna put it up on the roof, and I guess they call it like roofing it, to where a lot of your heat comes up. Well, obviously a lot of heat is up front, so let's do this.
That way it can melt the cheese more.
You guys may not be able to hear it, but it is definitely sizzling.
Hot, hot, hot. Okay, so since I made fun of his crust, he's making me do mine now.
That's right.
So we'll see how this turns out. You know, pizza making is fun for the whole family.
This is true.
We haven't had this much fun in a while cooking.
So guys, how about you guys leave a comment down below if you like to make pizza with your family, and if you do so, what is your favorite kind of pizza to make? All right, Melissa, how do you think you did?
I think I did pretty good for amateur hour.
This is basically amateur hour, but are we having fun?
Yep. The Fracs, they're just like you.
That's right.
So I'm going to add just a little bit of sauce on mine and then little toppings.
Yeah, guys. We got a smiling barbecue pizza.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for this, baby?
Yes, let's do it. Oh, can you see me?
Hold on. Now say it.
I don't know what to say. Don't look at me. I'm shy.
Now let's take Melissa's pizza out of the oven and see how she did. Wow, look at that. I'll have to say, her pizza came up pretty good. Now let's take it inside and let it cool down.
Okay guys, Melissa Cam here. Jared's inside working on the last pizza, and I'm working on our cheese bread. And I'll tell you, I thoroughly enjoy cooking on this thing. It is so fun and so easy. And look how good that cheese bread is turning out. I think we're done. Oh yeah. Okay, here's Jared's pizza. And then here is a little smiley face. I must say I am pretty proud of this pizza. Not saying his is bad, but I mean, look at this one too.
Alright y'all, this is the final product of Frac Daddy Barbecue Pizzeria. I'm just teasing, but I tell you what, they're not bad looking for first time making pizza, right babe?
Yeah.
And look at that cheese bread.
Yeah.
That looks
I mean, this isn't your first time, but first time really trying.
Oh yeah.
Smile.
You're on camera. So guys, you remember when we made our hot vinegar? We told you we were going to try it on something. Well, matter of fact, this is what we're going to be trying on. I think vinegar goes good with pulled pork because of the fattiness. The acid will cut some of that. So we're going to try some of that on our delicious pizza. Tell you what, it's probably going to be like blowing fire out of my ears. All right, let's cut her up. Ooh, listen to that crunch. Let's what can I say? We ain't perfect. We take some of our hot vinegar. We got some of Melissa's, a little bit of Melissa's fancy gold spoon she likes. Tell you guys, we're high class here in this house.
Oh yeah, let me tell you.
I just want to show you guys, look at the bottom of this crust. It looks killer. Now, for the official taste.
Good luck. I can't help but laugh. That was a big bite. Do you get the heat yet?
No. I actually just get like a nice little settle of the sweet heat. But I think it could use some more barbecue sauce because I think a lot of our pulled pork
Soaked it up.
absorbed it. But guys, I will just want to say that for the first time really trying to make some homemade pizza, I would say it's a success. If you have a family, kids, on a Friday night, want to have a movie night, go get you an Ooni Pizza if you can afford one. They have other versions, of course. So we'll also put a link. We have a code or a website for Ooni Pizza that we'll put in our description box. You can click on it and it will tell you everything about Ooni Pizza and what all they have to offer. So guys, there you have it. We did this beautiful pulled pork pizza with some beautiful leftovers, with obviously that Ooni Pizza, which did killer. Harder charcoal came through for the save once again. Burns beautifully, doesn't put off a lot of ash. And guys, I just want to say thank you for coming back and watching Frac Daddy Barbecue make Frac Daddy Barbecue pizza. And if you like what you see, please come back, subscribe, like, so you don't miss out on all our crazy videos. And until next time, we will see you guys later.